Hey foodies, let's make some lemon curd tart. These were a favorite whenever we made these in my restaurant. I always got the name mixed up and it was rather embarrassing when I messed up in front of my diners. These tarts have a flaky yet firm shell with a tart filling. They'll brighten a dreary day and add a smile to that lucky person that sinks their teeth in this awesome dessert. Let's make some. And to start, we're going over to the stove and we're gonna put all of our ingredients here right in. So I'm gonna drop my butter in and I'm gonna melt that with my sugar and my lemon juice. And that is a whopper amount of lemon juice. But it is the lemon part of the lemon curd tart. Okay, so I'm gonna put my oven on. I'm just gonna melt it down a little bit. And once the butter has melted, I'm going to temper the eggs into the mixture. So we're gonna get that going. And I've got 6 egg yolks and 6 whole eggs, and I'm gonna mix them together just with a fork. And that lemon peel can go right in. I'll get rid of that. And I'm gonna grab my whisk. And I'm just gonna lightly mix this up. What I'm doing this for is I don't want to end up making scrambled eggs. That's not what we're aiming for. Okay. So just whisking the eggs lightly. I should really switch this to a bigger bowl. There we go, there's a bigger bowl. Put that all in. That's much better. Much better. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a stir. And the butter is already melting, which is wonderful. I started with warm butter anyway. It was room temperature. So it's not gonna take terribly long. Okay, so that's pretty much melted enough. There's very little of the butter left. So I'm just going to slowly pour my hot milk, not my hot milk, my hot butter and water and sugar mixture in. And that's just to bring the eggs up to the temperature so that, again, we don't get scrambled eggs. And that is about all we need to do. So now I'm just going to pour this, and it's thickening up beautifully. So I'm going to add this in and whisk that in. Now I'm going to put this back on the heat. And I'm going to turn my heat down to medium-low, and I'm just going to keep stirring it until it thickens up. And this is going to take just a couple minutes. You don't want to stop stirring it. Otherwise, again, you might get scrambled eggs. Look at that, it thickened right up beautifully. So I'm shutting off the heat. I'm going to take it right off the heat. I'm going to stir it for a little bit just to get the heat to dissipate a little bit more. And then I'm going to let it cool right down. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. Now it's time to make the pastry. And you're going to start with your sugar and your eggs. And I like cracking my eggs in a separate container just to make sure that there's no shells and the egg looks good and that one looks good. So I'm going to go ahead with the next. There's the second one. And I'm going to mix that up just for a little bit. Okay, I'm going to mix my salt in with my flour. And I'm going to put that right in to the mixer. And then finally, I'm going to add my butter. And this is super cold butter. You want nice cold butter for this to work. And I'm going to mix this up until it forms into a ball. that looks great. So I'm gonna finish this off just by putting the last of it in with my hands. I'm gonna try not to warm the dough up too much. It's a warm day for me today here. There we go. This dough looks great. I'm gonna finish this off and just scrape it out onto my work area. Look at that, beautiful looking dough. Okay, a little bit of dusting flour. Okay, and I'm not gonna need all of that, so I'm gonna cut a little bit off. So let's cut that off. I'm gonna put that in there. You can tell it's a warm day today here for me because this pastry is very soft. Okay, so I'm going to roll this out. Oh, this looks beautiful. You can even see little chunks of butter. It looks really pretty. Okay. There we go. And I've got my scraper here just to make sure it's not sticking. Do one more little quick pass. And I'm going to roll the pastry up onto that. And then I'm going to unroll it really gently on there. Oh, that looks beautiful. Okay. And then, look at that, perfect edge. So I'm going to blind bake this. And when you blind bake, you want to fill the bottom with some kind of weight, and you typically use like beans or something just to keep it from filling up and puffing up. So that's going to go into a preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes. This tart looks beautiful. It took about 15 minutes in my oven. Your oven might be a little bit different. I also I had a little bit of extra pastry and I just wanted to make little ones because I thought, you know what, I can make little lemon curd tarts and then one large lemon curd tart. So I've got a piping bag with a large flat tip and I'm just gonna put some of this in here and that's for the little tartlets. And then I'm gonna put this in the large one. Oh, this looks beautiful. And what you want to do is you want to let this set up in the fridge. There, I don't think I want to put much more in there. I think that looks beautiful. And I got a little bit here still. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. So that is what we're making. But I thought, you know what, let's give this a try. And I'm going to put a little bit in each one. Ooh, it's sloppy. I think it's a little on the warm side. Yeah, I should have let that cool a little bit more. There we go. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to sink my teeth into these. I gotta try one right now. Let's see what it's like. Pop with lemon. It is amazing. You're gonna love these. If you're looking for the recipe, visit glutenfreeguy.ca. You can also find me on social media. And if you end up making this, tag me on Instagram at glutenfreeguy.Canada. Thanks for watching. Hey foodies, let's make some lemon turd. Hey foodies, let's make some lemon curd tart.